I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fans.
It's week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see the Rams' superstar wide receiver. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearing 1,300 yards receiving on the year.
Underway from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
We can pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check right. Check pink.
The Lance going to throw. He completes it to Bull. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And when I was reviewing the stats from last week's game, I actually had to put them down and come back to them later because when I read it first, I thought it was a typo or a misprint. One thing to hold someone under 100 yards in the game, that's incredible. Under 50, absolutely exceptional.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Lance. Complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Romeo Doubs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
.39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson. And they'll begin by running the option. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 87 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Niners at 9-6 now. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They go play action with Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ready, go!
Lance now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ready?
Now Lance again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
97.
Here's Lance. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Check pink. Yellow. Line. Black block. Blue check.
This is Mixon on the draw. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Just keeping the play alive. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. That may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT. Right?
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Glantz going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Dangbo there to make the play defensively.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, they just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Touchdown, 49ers! Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd and 10, Lance, he sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I certainly have to give them credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Desperate coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
at 5. We're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They'll wind up getting 4 down to 36.
It's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
There's Bush on 4th down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson on target over the middle to Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2-score. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Lance. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44 yard.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
San Francisco.
On the counter, it's Bush. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As a passer, we're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Lance now on first down. That's complete to Dobbs. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Allen. Romeo Dobbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Lance going to try to throw for this. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Into the hands of Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Bush trying the middle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Now Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Jackson options out left. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Bush on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And